Welcome to the PowerPoint presentation, Subject English, Class Ninth. The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost, prepared by Anne Mary Singh. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. About the author, Robert Lee Frost was born on March 26, 1874. He was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. He was highly regarded for his realistic depictions of rural life. He was honored frequently during his lifetime, receiving 4 prizes for poetry. He became one of the America's rare public literary figures, almost an artistic institution. He was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 1960 for his poetical works. About the poem. Title of the poem, The Road Not Taken. The road is a symbol of the choice made by us in life. Many times we regret the choice we make, but what is done once cannot be undone. Man regrets for what he has denied himself in life rather than what he has chosen. Hence, the poet has given his poem the title The Road Not Taken. The word road not only means way, it also means journey or a stage of journey. Here, road does not signify any ordinary road, but functions a metaphor of a vital decision in our life. Summary of the poem. This poem talks about the choices one has to make in life and their consequences. One day, while walking in a wooded area full of trees, the poet comes to a place where he has to decide which road he should take. He starts debating over the choices as he realizes he cannot walk on both. However, he decides to take the second path with the intention of traveling on the first some other time in future. Poem. First stanza of the poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. The first stanza mean the speaker describes his position. He has been out for walking in the woods and comes it between the diversion of two roads. He stands there looking as far down each one as he can see. He would like to try out both, but doubts he could do that. So, therefore, he continues to look down the roads for a long time, trying to make his decision about which road to take. Second stanza of the poem. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. The second stanza means he looked down the first one to where it bent in the undergrowth, and then the second one, and he decided to take the other path because it seemed to have less travel than the first. But then he goes on to say that they actually were very similarly worn. The second one that he took seems less traveled, but as he thinks about it, he realizes that they were really about the same. No, exactly the same, but only about the same. Third stanza of the poem. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted, I doubted if I should ever come back. What third stanza mean? The third stanza continues with the congregation about the possible differences between the two roads. He had noticed that the leaves were both fresh, fallen on them both, and had not been walked on. But then again claims that maybe he would come back and also walk the first one sometimes. But he doubted he would be able to, Because in life, one thing leads to another and time is short. Fourth stanza, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere, ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a word, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. What fourth stanza mean? In this poem, the word differences is taken in a positive way, but there is nothing in the poem that suggests that this difference signals a positive outcome. The speaker could not offer such information because he has not lived the difference yet. The other word that leads not discerning readers astray is the word sigh. By taking difference to mean a positive difference, they think that the sigh is one of nostalgic relief. However, a sigh can also mean regret. There is the oh dear kind of sigh, but also what a relief kind of sigh. Which one is it? We do not know. If it is the relief sigh, then the difference means the speaker is glad he took the road he did. If it is the regret sigh, then the difference would not be good, and the speaker would be sighing in regret. Message of the poem. Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, seems to hold out the motto that life is a continuous journey full of divergence now and then. The important thing is to move on without looking back, whether the choice of path taken was right or wrong. The right or wrong are relative terms. We cannot get everything in life and have to make choices. Whatever direction in our life takes us, determined by the choice made by us. In the journey of life, one can seldom come back to travel the roads not taken earlier. Now, the assignment of this poem is compare the two roads with each other. Write your views about both the roads in 80 to 100 words. Second, was the poet happy with his decision in The Road Not Taken? Explain your answer with reference to the poem. Third, in the poem The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost, do you sense fear in the poem? Thank you, dear students. I hope you like my PPT. Thank you and have a blessed day ahead.